Well, hello everybody. Welcome again. We are joined once again by Mr. Earl Joseph of New Wave Pro Wrestling, Flophouse, AWR. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good actually. Busy time for the old wrestling. Things are, God, I'm going to say the phrase returning to normal, like it hasn't been a curse for the past 12 months. But no, particularly in wrestling, you will see, and you guys will see announcements after announcements after announcements. So the competition is back. The game is afoot, as Sherlock Holmes would say. Let me tell you, I already feel, and I'm sure any promoter or booker will echo my thoughts, but already there's a real slant of competition like appearing on the horizon. So it's going to be this year is going to be pretty ferocious, I think, when we return.
Well, before we talk the shows and stuff as well, I spoke to Ace Perry a couple of weeks ago. We mentioned New Wave and yourself, and he was so complimentary, big smile on his face when we spoke. And I'm sure you agree, we'll talk about it quickly. I think the kid's going to be a megastar.
Oh yeah, and I honestly don't know why he isn't already. He is young. I believe he's 25. I'm sorry, Ace, if I blew you up there. But he is unparalleled, in my opinion, in terms of in-ring talent. We had him in, as he will have probably told you, for the studio tapings that we did on February 20th. And the first round of those has been released, and Ace Perry took on Solomon Tupu for the New Wave Pro Championship. You would look at their speed and size relative to each other, and maybe on the surface you go, well, how's that going to work? They made it work. Two of the best wrestlers I've come across, Ace in particular, not just great in the ring, but like also genuinely a nice bloke. And he does the one thing that so many people in wrestling don't, and that's keep their fucking mouth shut, right? Yes. He doesn't get involved in any drama. He just does his own thing, and when he comes in, he's like mercurial. He's very enigmatic as a result. And he comes in and you go, what's this kid going to do? Oh shit, he's going to do everything at once. I don't believe it. But yeah, no, I'm glad he had nice words to say. He has a long history with New Wave Pro, going back well before my time, and bringing him in on February 20th. And again on May 22nd, which I'm sure we'll get to. He just brings a certain dazzle, a certain razzmatazz, if you will, to any proceeding. And if I had the money and the company was big enough, you'd lock someone like that down. Yeah. Say, here's a boatload of cash. So fucking get in the ring.
Yeah. I mean, he was, like you said, he doesn't get involved. He stays quiet. He even said to me, he said, I don't do many podcasts. He doesn't do many. So I mean, that was very humbling to us as well.
Can't blame him.
I can't blame him as well that he agreed to come on. How did the tapings go then? I mean,
the tapings, mate. They went magnificent. Everybody pulled together and really, really worked hard. It was a long old day. I'd say myself in total, I was there about 12 hours at least, from arriving at the venue to setting up to filming. You know, we did it in 3 blocks, and we filmed 3 episodes of Higher Ground. So episode 7, which is now on IWTV, and we've got 8 and 9 in the can waiting to go. The tapings actually had a pronounced arc. It was a full trilogy of episodes. It wasn't just matches for its own sake. There is a climax at the end of episode 3, which is, like, if you follow New Wave, it's genuinely shocking, honestly. And I'm excited. I'm just no way going to even hint at anything to you guys. I'm not going to do it because I refuse to give anything away on this. I will just simply urge people to keep their eyes out. We're working hard to elevate people who deserve it. We're working hard to make memorable moments as best you can, given the circumstances. There was, as you will be aware, we had a slight incident involving an injury to one of our guys at the tapings, but he... I'm indebted to the reactions of everybody around us. Everyone, when the incident occurred, I won't go into detail because it's kind of mawkish, but it was enough to warrant EMTs and an ambulance coming to the venue. They arrived double quick. Everybody did the right thing. We had medical trained people there as well. And the worker in question was discharged that night and was in Cracker Barrel. You know what I mean. You've been to India.
Oh yeah.
And he was in Cracker Barrel with his friends that night. So that that made things more difficult. And I'm not just talking about from a wrestling perspective. We had to call a long meeting and gauge the opinions of everybody there, from production staff to referees to wrestlers to the owner of the company to myself to people in attendance. I believe in that kind of process and the kind of sharing of ideas, but unanimously, because these are wrestlers after all, the show must go on, and we did. But aside from that, again, we introduced some new guys. I just wanted to say that people like Gaston Leroux, Blake Wright, Adam Rogers, Nick King, Ryan Creed, Anakin Murphy, they all debuted at New Wave Pro, and they all stood up and did a really, really good job. We introduced 2 of our trainees from the New Wave Pro Training School for their first ever match, not just on TV, but first ever match. We gave them that room. So I'm excited for you guys to see it. And if you haven't seen Higher Ground 7, I would ask, why the fuck not? And secondly, do so because it's really entertaining wrestling on TV. Good stuff.
Believe me, dude, it'll be getting watched as soon as this interview's done. I've been at work all day. I work at the hospital, so you can imagine what it's like for me at the minute. So there's nothing I like more than coming home and having some wrestling. So, I mean, I can speak for Callum as well. We love the indies, but we've fallen in love more with the indies during the pandemic. And we get genuinely excited by companies like New Wave. It's just something we're really excited about. And I'm going to jump ahead a little bit because I was at work the other day and I saw the message or the tweet, and I could almost have had to message Callum. I was like, Callum, Mike Bennett, and Cole Radrick. I was like, holy shit!
That's a hell of a match.
So I guess the question is, how did that come to pass, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, my shoot job computer is making a noise at me. Anyway, I'm on the clock. Oops. The Bennett Cole match, the whole Right Here, Right Now show, Saturday, May 22nd at Terre Haute National Guard Armory. Just like everything that has happened at New Wave since I joined, it's been a series of happy accidents and coincidences. We had the show concept already. We knew we were going to go back to the Armory. It's our first time at the Armory with a live crowd since March of last year. So by the time we get to May, it'll have been 14 months since we've done this.
Wow.
And we already had, thanks to Michael Guess at New Wave Pro, who is like a wind-up toy. You say to him, I want this, and he'll fucking do it. He'll get you it. Honestly, he's a master. Before he dies, I need to get that knowledge. A sort of Yoda, Luke Skywalker gimmick, And we had Jordan Oliver versus Don't Die Miles in the can already, because that was our lead-in announcements, and that was exciting enough. Honestly, that is certainly one of the biggest matches in New Wave Pro's history. And we were getting all our ducks in a row, and then all of a sudden I see a tweet from Mike Bennett, and he says specifically, I want to wrestle Cole Radrick. And we at New Wave Pro are in the unique position, of course, of having a very good relationship with somebody like Cole, because of his history with the company and my personal history with him. He and I are close, and we've worked tons of shows together. And we just went for it. We just straight away got in touch with Mr. Bennett. And we said, how about it? We can do it. And he just went, okay, great. So we arranged the date. It's as simple as that.
Wow.
And we were sitting on it for like 2 weeks. And every morning I'd wake up going, I just want to make this announcement. I knew that it would be tremorous. I knew it would send shockwaves, and people would look at New Wave and go, oh shit, they do mean this. This is serious.
Jamie messaged me while he was at work to tell me. And then I was like, really? That's fucking huge. That's
genuinely,
awesome.
that's part of it. That's why it's so exciting, because you have the genuine reactions of normal people. To think that you guys are back home in back in Yorkshire, and you're going, oh shit, Mike Bennett, Cole Radrick, like you know who those guys are, and you know it through me, and to think it's having those kind of ripples, that's part of what it's about. And as soon as I pressed send tweet on that, I was sat there like
refreshing
the notification. Yeah, F5. But yeah, this show, the entire show, you know, we got Bennett, Cole, we got Jordan Oliver versus Don't Die Miles, we've got Nate Matthews versus Ace Perry. We've got Solomon Tupu versus Aaron Williams, which is a major clash.
That's a name. Yeah, Aaron Williams is a name I'm hearing a lot of recently as well. I mean, is he someone to look out for?
Oh, absolutely. He's been doing this for donkey's years, and that's one of the big crimes about this. Aaron Williams is a good man and a good worker in every respect, and he's one of those people that all the fans who he's a regular at IWA.
Yeah,
once or twice a week Aaron will be there, and he's one of those people where you look at him and you go, sorry, why is no one at the top of the pyramid taking a closer look at this guy? The gimmick is sound. He does like a droog thing. He's got the cane and the white pants and the pronounced eyelash, which I love that aesthetic, you know. But him versus Solomon, it's going to be a big test for Solomon, honestly. That's not to doubt his ability, otherwise he wouldn't be our champion. But you know, this is one of those benchmark moments in a young wrestler's career to come up against someone like Aaron Williams and defending your championship. And I know Solomon's going to step up, and I think their match is going to be really intense and heavy hitting. The two of them are powerful big guys. And we've got, what was the other announcement? Hang on, I can't believe I've forgotten.
I'll tell you what though, I get excited by all of your announcements, and because you tag us as well, which is brilliant. And I'm like, Callum, look at this. Callum, like I said, I was at work the other day. I'm like, holy shit! I'm like, I had to message Callum. I had to stop what I was doing to message Callum. I was that excited.
Well, we did.
Well, yeah, the other announcement we made was the triple threat: Conan Lycan, Campbell Myers, and Jay Marston. You will have seen, I don't know if you guys watched Hybrid on Saturday from Atlantic City, New Jersey. Conan Lycan beat Levi Everett, which was a huge fucking statement.
Yeah.
Now we're bringing him back to New Wave, but Campbell and Jay are no slouches, and I think that triple threat, every match, frankly, could be match of the night. And this is we still have 3 announcements to make. You know, we're not done.
Wow, see, this is what I love, and like you said, we don't want to know, we don't want hints, because that's what I love about pro wrestling. I love that element of surprise. I love going on Twitter, I'm like, holy shit, Callum, L's done it again.
I like knowing that you know and seeing how excited you are. Makes me
excited. It's like a parent getting excited for their kid's Christmas present. Yeah. Kids go, is it this? Is it this? Is it this? And the dad's going, I don't know. That's how I feel. Believe me, I've had all kinds of people hitting me up going, oh shit, Earl, great announcements, as in they want me to sort of go, oh yeah, well tomorrow we're going to say
Yeah.
We do have an announcement. Sorry, mate. We do have an announcement coming out today, which is the 9th of March in terms of recording, but it will have happened by time this is uploaded. This isn't a match announcement, but rather we're making a huge play to attract out-of-state fans this time because of the size and scope of the show. And so we've teamed up with the Holiday Inn in Terre Haute, and they are giving 50% off rooms on the night if they just call up and mention that they're coming for New Wave. So you're going to be getting a $90 room at a decent Holiday Inn in the center of town. We already had people buy tickets from New York, from Texas, from Kansas, from Missouri. Like, people are already coming in their droves. So
that's got to be humbling for you to know that.
Yeah, the New York one especially, because I know how fucking far away it is. They just hit us up and they said, oh, you know, we normally as a group go to wrestling shows, but we haven't been able to this year, of course, and especially being from New York, which is very stringent and tight on restrictions and lockdowns and stuff. And for them to say, well, our first show back as a group of friends that we're going to is all the way in Indiana, 17, 18 hours drive away. And we're going to come because of this show. And that was even before we'd announced Bennett and Cole. So it shows you people are desperate, man. And when I talk about the slant and competition and the edge, like, it's all well and good saying, oh, the fans are coming back, but man, you've got to fight for their attention now, because everyone is going to be wanting to put on blockbuster shows. And another thing is we're going to have people getting stimulus checks and their tax returns. So promoters are going to go fucking crazy. You can expect to see ECW legend on about 1 million posters over the next few months, or WWE star like we're doing, you know.
I'm sure Callum agrees with me. I would give anything for us to be able to fly out there, wouldn't you?
Oh, of course. I'd do anything to step foot in America again right now, anywhere.
I don't think you would.
I would. Hey, we've got bloody Piers Morgan going mental over here at the moment. I'd love to be back in America.
Oh, right. All the fallout from this Meghan Markle debacle.
Yeah. But I know we told you, Dylan, and we meant it. We will be back in Indiana as soon as we are allowed to. We will be there.
Well, I meant what I said last time. You can be our guests of honor. Absolutely no charge, lads. We'll give you the full VIP experience, whatever that means. we'll let you in an hour before everybody else. That's your lot. Now, fuck off.
I'll do.
That'll do, dude.
No, I will take you. You come to Terre Haute, boys, and I'll take you to Wings, etc. And we'll go to Jay Gumbo's restaurants. I'll show you the premium eating spots in Western Indiana.
Trust me, we'll be there. A name you mentioned as well, because I'll quickly talk about him, because we've actually got him coming on the show on Friday. It's Campbell Myers.
Oh, really?
Another kid to look out for.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's only like 12 years old or something. No, he's honestly 21, which just makes me sick. And I've worked at a show with him, and I've watched his matches on TV, and like the guy moves. He's tall, you know, but he's deceptively tall because he's extremely athletic, and he's just actually just a nice guy. He's never been a problem to anybody. He's another one of these younger wrestlers coming through, and he's come from Black and Brave as well, so you know he's not fucking around. He's come through, and this newer, you know, late teens to early 20s generation, for the most part, are so determined to do well, not just for themselves, but now for other people. Wrestling is inherently a selfish business. Of course it is. Life itself is inherently selfish. But this new crop, this younger generation, are more in tune with looking out for others, and how their actions affect others, and how the things they say and do. So that's promising for the future. Campbell's one of these really, really hot prospects, and I'm so glad we're able to put him on a poster and advertise him for New Wave in Terre Haute in what's going to be a fucking killer match, you know?
Yeah. Well, I know Callum who actually is a fan, aren't you? I mean, he was someone I've heard of. I know Callum's been a big fan of Campbell.
I spoke to Moonshine Mantell the other day, and he was just singing his praises, saying how Campbell is incredible. You know, like you said, Black and Brave kid. They're all good at Black and Brave. They're just churning out great wrestlers. You've got Merritt Brave and Seth Rollins training. You're not going to do bad. But yeah, Campbell, great guy. Can't wait to see him in UF Pro. Hopefully, you know, someone you can work with more in the future in 2021.
Absolutely. No, I don't have, you know, obviously I don't like to reveal my plans or anything, but if the opportunity's there to bring certain people back, I absolutely will. And not just for their in-ring talent, but I look, as a promoter and booker, I look for people who bring an all-round game to shows. I don't mean people should come and expect to do like, you know, Oompa Loompas work and do everything for me. But we're talking about the general vibe they bring and their receptiveness and how willing they are to just play along as part of a team. If you want to, you know, come and then just go outside and smoke all the time, then I guess that's your prerogative. But it's not perfect. I'm a stickler. I can be a bit of a slave driver if I want to. So.
Yeah, I'm the same. I've got to keep Callum in check to edit all my interviews. Yeah. So I know how you feel.
Yeah, Callum's off smoking all the time while the ring's being put up. While you're cleaning the bathroom like a house husband. Yeah.
Believe me, Elle, you are actually pretty close there to the truth.
The smoking part's true. I cleaned the house today, actually, you cheeky bugger.
Troll in paradise, boys. Fucking hell.
And I've got to ask you as well. I mean, Mania Weekend. I mean, not just New Wave, April 8th. I mean,
Flophouse and Crab Wrestling, a joint show. $25 gets you into both shows. The Flophouse portion is called Boozapalooza, which couldn't be more attuned to me as an existential spirit, you know. I am massively looking forward to Tampa, and I just wanted to thank you for retweeting my shit as well, my flyer I put out.
We'll retweet everything you want. We'll retweet it.
Yeah, I booked my accommodation the other day. My wife and I will be going. I have one booking. I have the Flophouse and the Crab Wrestling Show on April 8th, but I'll be there from the 6th to the 11th. And as you saw, I'm ready to prostrate myself and open my arsehole up for people, if that's what it takes. But I'm going for the experience. Lord knows she and I need a vacation as well. Mm-hmm. And you'll notice I don't say holiday anymore.
I was going to say that.
If I ever say aluminum, you have permission to cut me off. All right. And you know, if opportunities present themselves, I've stated my aims online. You've seen the post. I said I ring announce, I commentate, I do backstage, I do interviews and correspondence. But if I go to a show and someone says, "Hey, kid," you know, you want to wipe the ropes? You want to lug this heavy piece of fucking equipment? Yeah, I'll do it. Because I'm still green. You know, I've only just about hit 2 years, or I'm about to, or I've just gone over 2 years in the business, and I'm fortunate enough to be in a position a lot of people may not achieve for 5, 6, 7 times that. But I still know that I am green and I need more experience. I want more experience. And if I go down to Florida and I'm wiping the ropes for any company, then I'll be happy. You know, I just love the game that much.
You're paying your dues, as they say.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, that phrase has several negative connotations.
Oh, many negative connotations to that.
I mean, I paid my dues in football teams back home, and I paid my dues in music, and I was like, I've had enough of paying the dues. Like, I'm 35 years old. I think I've done enough with my time. Like, you know, it's time to strike out a little. But with the Flophouse show, you've got Apollo Star versus Lee Moriarty, which is fuck. And Lee Moriarty just won the IWTV Championship.
He beat Warhorse. Finally.
I saw that. I watched that match. Warhorse had been the champion for something like 532 days, I believe. And obviously not. This isn't a slight on Moriarty because he's incredibly talented. I didn't expect Warhorse to lose. You know, Warhorse has been a staple of IWTV, and he's become almost synonymous with that championship. But I think that really represents a passing of the torch moment. And Moriarty, I've seen him up close. I've worked shows with him. You guys have seen him on the telly. The guy's like an alien. Sometimes you just say you see people who are so talented and so hard work, and you go, well, they must be from another planet because I can't be the same species as this guy. You know,
he's going to make a lot of money one day.
Oh no, he will. If he isn't being watched already by the big wigs, then
he has to be.
But so to get someone like Moriarty at Boozapalooza is quite the coup. And Apollo Star, I know you guys are familiar with him. Yeah. Genuinely one of the most understated and underrated workers, certainly out the Midwest. And I am, genuinely intrigued to see that match. It's obviously I'm excited when I see match announcements, but that one sort of made me go like literally go, oh shit, here we go. Yeah. Because I can already see it in my mind's eye how it will go, and I'm the one calling that on commentary. So, and I'll be so drunk. It's $10 all you can drink at the show.
Jesus, Callum, we've got to somehow sneak into the States, right?
Yeah, come on, boys.
I need to be there.
I'd be fucking wasted on me. I don't drink.
Well, I do, so I'll be all right. Me and El can get pissed.
Yeah. Look, me and Jamie will.
Does it count if I was to just drink Pepsi? Can I have unlimited Pepsi?
I mean, you can, and then presumably unlimited insulin thereafter. But
yeah, that's fine. I mean, whatever.
Well, me and El will get pissed. You just do what you do, but you know.
Watch wrestling.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of wrestling as well, El, I don't know if you saw Callum's tweet the other day, but he got his old wrestling gear out. And I'm trying to persuade him to come back.
Oh, man. I tell you what, I saw your old promo. You were looking pretty fucking cut, man, back in the day.
That was me when I was 19.
Jesus, I was sort of like, I was looking at my wedding ring, going, "Oh Jesus, maybe I'm on the wrong team. I don't know."
I was gonna say I was 20 there, maybe 1920, and I look at it now and go, "Is that actually me?" You know, I'm this useless piece of shit now, and now, you know, but yeah, I mean, I've been thinking, do I bring the kick pads back out and give it one last run like Randy the Ram from the
like
wrestler?
Terry Funk or something.
Terry Funk, yeah. Have that one last big moment.
Hey, honestly, I mean, if you've still got the chops, man, and you're willing to put a little work in, like, never say never. You know, you're involved in the business where nobody ever truly dies and nobody ever truly stops.
Yeah.
They had to make a whole 5-part series about the fact that the Undertaker just won't fucking give it up. Like, they had to make a documentary to explain, like, just what the fuck's going on. You know, Funk first retired in, like, 1982. You know, the whole Forever promo.
Oh, yeah.
Flair's retired constantly. Just get in there, man. Honestly,
maybe I'll see you next Mania weekend. You know, maybe we'll be booking me for New Wave.
I will tell you now, and we're being recorded, so it's a matter of record. But if you strap the boots on and you guys come out and we do a New Wave show, I will absolutely fucking throw you on there. Of course I will.
Please do.
Oh,
you know, he said to me the other day, because we've got a friend who wrestles in the UK called Matt Myers. And Myers is doing it. He's starting up a new training school. And he's offered Callum to come down and get back in the ring. I'm trying to get him to do it, and he's tempted.
I feel like 32 is too old, and I smoke now. I smoke, and I'm 32. I'm like, I'd be the next DDP. You know.
I smoke and I'm 37, but I'm not going to wrestle though. You are. Just
yeah,
do it.
I get blown up running up the stairs. Imagine running the ropes. Like, nah. We'll see. I'm tempted now.
Look, I've thrown down the gauntlet now, and this is for the world to see. Like, get your asses over here this year or next, and if we can arrange it, we'll do something.
I need to document it. I need to make a documentary of it, like me training to get back for that one last match. Inevitably, it would be awful, but
here's what we'll do though, right? We'll do it like in a Rocky thing. I'll be Mickey. Right?
You'll be Mickey, yeah.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
All right.
Right? We'll
do it. In fact, I would spice that deal up for you, mate. I would say that because I've been looking for an excuse to get back and work as well. You train, I'll train. You guys come over here. We'll put you at New Wave. Earl Joseph against Callum the Destroyer or whatever you're called. There you go. How about that? And we can both have a shit match together, and it's okay.
There you go.
And then when we have a shit match, people are like, it's all right. They're just not
It's
wrestlers.
just a joke, yeah. It's just a
joke. And then if we absolutely knock it out the park and put on a clinic, everyone.
Yeah. There's me clocking a 1,080-degree splash off the top rope.
Yeah, we're doing chain wrestling back and forth. You know, trading holds.
No, what we'll do is we'll just smoke screen it with like an early 2000s WWF hardcore match. I'll bring a trolley out full of fucking oven trays and like stop signs, and we'll just bash.
Or what do you do now when people can't wrestle anymore? You just do a cinematic match. That's what you do. Covers it up, doesn't it?
Yorkshire versus Merseyside in a hardcore brawl. I'll take it. No one will know what the fuck is happening in Terre Haute, but we'll do it.
Fucking love it, mate.
I just look forward to the promos. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Let's talk about some real wrestlers. You know, like I feel bad taking up airtime when there's people like fucking Cole Radrick out there.
Well, just for the record there, I hope you two realise this is recorded, so this has to happen, right?
We record our interviews. This is news to me.
We do. So this has to happen in a year's time now. I want to see this.
You just got worked, Callum. Worked big time.
I did.
I'm even going to message Matt Myers after this interview, and I'm going to get him to keep pushing you on as well. Well, I've got to ask you as well. I mean, Merciful Fate, AWR. There's another one for you, man. Tell us about that one as well.
Fair play to the promoter of AWR. He'd never heard of the band of the same name, Merciful Fate, the Danish metal band from the 70s. Right. So I wonder where he got the name from. I don't know. That's the mystery I have. Because I was like, oh shit, like the band. He was like, huh? Okay then. Yeah, Merciful Fate 2, man. Big show again for AWR. The AWR debut of one Billy Starks.
Awesome.
Great talent. We spoke to Billy a few weeks ago. Great talent.
Yeah, no, she is, man. she is another one who curse her for being so talented at such a young age.
Yeah,
Really,
right.
16 years old, and you just go, what the fuck?
So
She's immeasurably talented, extremely intelligent, and has a really good family and support network. So, that's great. It's always really encouraging. She makes a debut. I'm not sure where we're up to with announcements on Merciful Fate 2, so I don't know. I don't know how badly I can fuck it up, but I'll try. Mickey Knuckles is announced.
We have a Mr. G Raver.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, G Raver against Dale Patrick's right. We that's okay to say. In a Boards of Bullshit match. That was supposed to happen at the last show in February, but G Raver couldn't make it for whatever reason. I don't actually know why, but he wasn't able to turn out for us. So yeah, that will be. I don't know if you guys have seen a Boards of Bullshit match up close and in person. It's basically boards just covered in bullshit.
That's brilliant.
Barbed wire, nails, fucking gusset plates, all that stuff. So it can get bloody. Dale and Mickey actually followed through and had the Boards of Bullshit match last month at the last show, and they killed it and each other. I'll loop you guys in on a section of video where Dale grabs Mickey by the hair, throws her so hard through a board of light tubes that she disappears under the ring. She goes all the way through the board, through the glass, and just goes zoom.
Yes, mate, send us that.
Yeah, I will. The night before Merciful Fate. So Merciful Fate is the 28th of March at the Emerson Theatre in Indianapolis. The night before, AWR has another show called New Blood 3, which I guess makes it Old Blood. I don't know. But they have Don't Die Miles is confirmed. Eric Dillinger is confirmed.
Yeah.
And I just want to say about Dillinger, man, when you watch Higher Ground 7, watch his match with Zodiac. It's one of the best matches I've seen in the last 12 months. Just absolutely no question. It's 7 minutes of just pure fucking action. Those
7 minutes.
Those two killed each other, and it's just boom, 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 frenetic, and they really don't mess about. There is a fall away slam on the metal ramp after being caught off the ropes, and one of the best bossman slams you'll ever see in a match, honestly.
Well, I'm sold on that.
Yeah. But yeah, New Blood 3, Dillinger's confirmed. Jeffrey John is confirmed. I'm not sure who else is confirmed for that yet. Gary tends to like really staggering his announcements, so they could happen at any time. Charlie Cruel will be at Merciful Fate 2 defending her women's championship as well. She's getting around, she's someone to watch, and the gimmick is fun as well. I always enjoy working with her because maintaining that level of energy is actually quite inspiring. And yeah, my other interest, I don't know if I'm preempting a question, but I'm working a lot with Flophouse at the moment. We filmed last Saturday, March 6th, and we're filming again March 13th, a bigger show before we head to Mania next month. The March 6th taping was headlined by Hoodfoot Mo Atlas versus Nate Matthews, who's the current New Wave Pro Ultra Rapid champion. And again, man, I even said on commentary, and I allowed the real me to filter through. I was commentating on it, and I remember saying, this is one of those matches where you look at it and gone, fuck, I wish I'd booked it. And you'll hear me say that on the final edit, because it was a genuine feeling. I saw those two in the ring, and I was like, shit, this is going to be awesome.
I love Hoodfoot.
Yeah, Hoodfoot's great. He's just been announced as taking on... Christ, what's the guy's name? Casanova Valentine.
Oh, wow.
Unsanctioned Pros Fueled by Spite, which is Saturday, April 11th, which is going head-to-head with WrestleMania itself.
Wow.
I mean, Unsanctioned are really ambitious, and they're a fantastic fucking company, and that is a real statement,
Going up against WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's like me going up against, I was going to say Liverpool, but that's probably not a good comparison. Manchester City. I could probably beat Liverpool at the moment myself.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, Flophouse, good. Like I said, we've got about 10 or 12 matches to tape this Saturday, and it's going to be part of a bumper show that serves as the go home for WrestleMania. So strap myself in for another 12-hour day,
Ah, man, hey, I envy it. I mean, I want to be out there, man. I want to be out there so much. I can't explain.
I wouldn't swap it for anything. The days are long, and particularly with Flophouse, I do all my commentary standing up. So I'm standing up for like an entire literal half a day. And I sort of get back in the car, and then I've got 90 minutes to drive, and I sort of go, God, this sucks. But then if you took it away from me, I'd be distraught. So.
That's it, man. That's it. I mean, and some people could have it back, couldn't they, Callum? I mean, it's
yeah. Just think it's so easy to achieve those that rush again.
Well, my attire all three of my attires are in this cupboard right here. So.
Wait, what was your working name? What were you called?
Alex Kingston.
That's extremely indie wrestling.
You'd not believe how much I've heard that. The first times I came up with that name, I told everyone at training, and my trainer and everyone there was like, "That's the most indie-tastic name I've ever heard."
It's the Kingston that does it, because obviously, yeah. But that is extremely like, and don't take this the wrong way, because I mean it as a compliment. That's very CAW,
Oh yeah, absolutely. Creator Wrestler. I think I did make the Creator Wrestler first before I came up with it for myself. So I just thought, fuck it. If I'm gonna be a wrestler, I'll be the wrestler I created on like SmackDown versus Raw or something.
Mate, I'm old enough. I used to do E-Feds where it was based on how much you wrote and how good it was.
Yeah, you do promos which would take you like a week to write, and you'd have deadlines to get them in by. Yeah.
And then you'd lose, and you go, what the fuck?
And it's so much effort to do.
I spent 7 days writing that cunt. Jesus.
Oh, I missed that. Bring back E-Feds.
Why the hell not? It can get you ready for your match with Earl next year. I'm not going to let this go. I'm telling you that.
Neither am I. The die is cast, my friends. I tell you.
This is happening, man.
You've got Rock Austin, Vince McMahon, Austin.
Alex Kingston, Earl Joseph.
Yeah.
In a 5 minute blow up fest,
The match no one asked for.
Yeah, 3 minutes will be head to head, leaning in the centre of the ring.
Trading shots to get.
Yeah, what's going on? What are we doing next, mate?
Forgot my spot.
Please make it happen. I'm begging you.
I told you, I laid down the gauntlet there, lads.
Oh,
Earl, he's not going to get away with this. I'm going to be on him every day now.
Since I'm on my way out as well, I'll even put you over on the way out. I'll even lay down for you. So I'll do the job. I don't mind.
Leave your hat and your coat in the ring and tear home.
Lights go off.
Perfect. Well, before we let you go, Earl, obviously we want you to come back because we want to make it a regular thing. So we want to get you back as much as you'll come back.
I'd love to. I've got so much going on that there's always fresh shit to talk about with you guys.
That's it, man. I mean, we could get you on before Mania, after Mania, whenever you want.
I mean, depending on what happens, we can probably do it during.
Hell, let's do it.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be doing my own little home camera Fear and Loathing in Tampa kind of gimmick, making a mini docu about it. So there'll be lots of fresh footage coming out of that.
Excellent. No, let's do that. Like I said, we want this to be a regular thing because we've got all the time in the world for you and New Wave, and if we can make this regular, then we're on board with that. But here's one for you now. Then before we let you go, plug everything you've got coming up.
Fuck me, I think I have. All right, I've got a great match next year with this guy called Alex.
Yes.
Where I'm the booker, so we'll see how that goes. I have first and foremost New Wave Pro right here, right now, Saturday, May 22nd at Terre Haute National Guard Armory. We have Jordan Oliver, Don't Die Miles. We've got Mike Bennett versus Cole fucking Radrick boys. We've got Nate Matthews, Ace Perry. We've got Solomon Tupu, Aaron Williams. We've got Conan Lycan, Jay Marston, and Campbell Myers. 3 more match announcements to be made. So there's still a lot of intrigue there. We're always looking for sponsorships. We've made some really great strides and connections with local traders and actually big conglomerates as well. Michael Guest and I are working so hard to put this stuff together. If you're from Indiana, and even if you're not, honestly, come to this show. It will be a crown jewel in the history of New Wave Pro. I know that for a fact. As long as Vigo County doesn't have a spike in coronavirus cases. And then it'll just be a shit in the toilet. No, and then I have AWR New Blood 3 on Saturday, March 27th, Emerson Theatre. Then the very next night, AWR Merciful Fate 2. Both are going to be great shows. AWR is chaotic in a good way. You literally never know what's going to happen next. Take it from me. And Flophouse, of course, we have... we're about 3 episodes of Private Stash still waiting to go out. We're filming another next week. And then, of course, we've got Mania, Boozer Palooza, April 8th. I don't even know what day that is. I don't know what day it is. Yeah. But we are going to be... Thursday, okay. Fuck knows. We'll just go with that. But yeah, Flophouse have Boozer Palooza, joint show with Crab Wrestling. You've got, as I already said, Apollo Star, Lee Moriarty. They've got it's called the Big Ass Motherfucking Eliminational Invitational Scramble, where you've got people representing like 5 or 6 different companies coming in for like the world's biggest scramble. I think Schwartzy's actually trying to like legitimately break a record with this.
Wow.
And we're just back to New Wave Pro quickly. Higher Ground episode 7 went out on IWTV. We have episodes 8 and 9 due at some point. As I mentioned earlier in this podcast, the 3 episodes have a pronounced arc. It's very New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi stuff. There is a pronounced beginning, middle, and end, and it sets us up so nicely going into May 22nd, although it plays havoc with promotional things because there's certain things we can't say or promote or hint at yet because the episodes haven't gone out, which can be frustrating, but that's what you get.
See, and my interest a little bit more if you'd have said it's like the prequel trilogy, the best trilogy of Star Wars. I'd have been more interested. But carry on.
I mean, you've said that to me when I'm due to leave, as if I can't denigrate you for an hour about that whole. But it wasn't. The prequels weren't as bad as the 3rd trilogy. I don't know how you express that. The sequels.
Yeah.
Because that episode 9, mate, was genuinely one of the worst fucking films I've ever seen in my life.
I would agree with you.
I left before the ending. I went to see it in the pictures, and I just said to my wife, "You can watch the rest of it. I'm just going to hang out. Like, I've had enough. I can't do it anymore." Anyway, yeah, I digress.
That's all of a podcast.
Yeah, I think that's everything I've got going on. I will say to wrestling fans who are listening to this or indeed watching it, like, things are coming back in such a big way. Like, have your wallets ready, all right? Like, I'm not joking. Every company is going to be working hard. They're going to be pissing past themselves to make their show look good and be attractive. I already sense the element of competition, and it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for promoters, but man, the challenge will be rewarding enough. Finally, and I guess I'm speaking to or preaching to the converted in this case, but Ringsiders, man, listen to it, watch it. They get some great guests.
Too kind. Too kind.
I always make sure when I'm on podcasts that I promote the podcast I'm actually on. Certainly for casuals, Man,
that means a lot. We appreciate that. For now, Earl Joseph, thank you very much.
No, thank you guys. Always a pleasure. Like I say, my national bias and my northern bias as well means that this is always a lot more fun than my other appearances on things. But yeah, let's talk about the the streetwear thing, and let's talk about next time I'm on, and we'll take it from there.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. We'll speak to you soon.